Hi, my name's Clark Mooneyham. I'm coming to you on the Illinois Redneck channel today. I wanted to show a project I've been working on for a while. Instead of thinking of this contraption as a weapon, I think of it more as a test device. I tried several new things on it that I've been wanting to try. One was a different design trigger that I hadn't made before. One of the features are the super long bands. These bands are about 3.5 feet long. The reason I did that is try to flatten out the power curve. What I'm talking about there is, I don't know if you'll be able to see this real good or not. Can you?
Yeah,
That show
good.
up? Okay. With a regular slingshot, if you pull it 30 inches and your bands are 10 inches long, or when you stretch it fully out, your power is being applied for 20 inches. If you start out at 40 pounds, at the end of your effective stroke, it goes to 0. So this is your power range here with the regular slingshot like this with a 10-inch band. Now that 40 pounds, that's just theoretical, just for an illustration. Now with this device, when the bands are fully stretched, they're at 132 inches. The pulleys enable me to get it down to an effective stroke of about 40 inches. So there's 50 inches there, which is just pre-tensed. You don't really use that stroke. So if you started out with 40 pounds, at the end of your 40-inch stroke, you still have 20 pounds left. So it never goes back to 0. Now if you can see the shaded area here, this represents the energy of the regular slingshot here. So you can see all this other part here is added power that you don't have with the regular slingshot. So you might want to watch that several times to try and figure out what I'm talking about. Like I'm saying, this is just theory here, and this device was built to just test that out. One of the other reasons for building this was to I've never tried building rollers before, so that was a first on that. And I had this idea about having this slide, pull back on the bands and have it lock in. One of the things that I failed to realize, if you had 40 pounds pressure here, well, that means that you also have 40 pounds here and then 40 pounds on the underside. So when you push back on the slide, you're actually doubling the force that you have to use to push back, which is not something you want. So I had wondered why nobody had tried building a design like this before, and now I know. It's because it's going exactly opposite of what you want. So the way to get around that is just to put it in the lock position when you're shooting it, and just pull it all from back here. Another thing I had to do is I needed a place for the ball to set, so I had to add this piece of metal here. If you're going to do something like this, I would recommend maybe using steel, or just redesign the back end of the trigger so it doesn't hit the metal because it's been hitting it with so much force, it has actually caused this aluminum to bend up. Of course, you could probably get by with that by redesigning the back profile of the trigger too, so it didn't strike it. So there's thousands of ways you can make this stuff. It doesn't mean one's better than the other. So that's enough about the theory on this. This has not been test fired at full power yet. We're going to go outside and do that now and see if anything breaks. I tried shooting it with just one set of pulleys before, and it caused the trigger to break from the force, which I expected. Part of this whole project has been to see how much force it takes to break stuff. So like here I've used a 3/4 inch axle, or no, a 3/8 inch axle, and here I'm using a 1/4 inch. Of course, I think I expected that to be too small, and it is showing signs of flexing. So we'll just take a good close-up look at it, and we'll go outside and see if we can shoot this thing without scaring the neighbors too bad. Okay. Okay, the slide's now all the way back in the full power position. I made the handle on it look like a magazine on an AK-47, so I call this my Kalashnikov slingshot. It's not real easy to load. Alright, cut. Okay, like I said, it's not that easy to load. Try this again. I guess practice makes perfect. Oop. Ball. Okay, I think we're okay. And accuracy is not really the objective right now. Let's see. I don't think I hit anything, did I?
I don't think so.
But it sounded okay. I'll try one more. Like I said, this is a test device, and I don't consider it a weapon. It's definitely got some pressure on it. Yeah, that hit pretty hard. I think it'd shoot better with the better pulleys. Need some more work on that. Bands sometimes want to jump over the edge. Okay, there we had one break right there. So, the interesting concept, needs more work, but it definitely makes a lot of power. So, I guess we got a mechanical failure, and that's the end of the video today.